my god.
That was really loud.
That was really
loud.
That's great.
Wow.
Okay.
Love it.
It's okay. A lot of enthusiasm.
Let's get some more.
After that downer of a game. Let's start with that. That was not a very good game.
What a blowout.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a great game.
Yay, hockey!
Defense wins
Let's talk about the most
championships.
important part, the commercials. Really not that many good commercials.
I really
There's some good ones.
I really liked
Morpheus.
Tim Tebow. I really liked
Tim Tebow. I agree with the Morpheus one. Yeah.
There was Radio Shack.
Okay.
That was
There
really
was
clever.
the super villain, the villain one at the end for
I wasn't actually that crazy
Jaguar.
about that.
I like that. I thought that was pretty cool. I thought it was
Okay.
a really good idea.
That's about it. I can't think of many others.
I have to
That
applaud.
stood out.
Oh, the Arnold Schwarzenegger one I thought was pretty funny.
Schwarzenegger, oh my god,
At the
if
beginning.
Don Cheadle, I even tweeted this, if John Cheadle showed up in an elevator with a llama and 2 hot chicks, I would be so happy.
Okay, maybe I'm missing the joke here. Why are you doing this so happy?
Oh, you noticed in the South Park episode?
Nah,
There's a
that's
Tourette's episode of South Park where Cartman has Tourette's, and the one kid's like, if I was able to say titty sprinkles to the principal, I would be so happy.
Okay.
It's like one of the random
Yeah.
secondary
Big jump there.
characters.
Welcome to everyone that came in. This is episode 10.
Nice.
Episode 10, guys. Little Level Up Show.
Nice.
Yes.
We've
He
survived
said
this
no
long.
girls, there's one behind me.
Oh, yeah. Kristen's here.
Talking about commercials, I
I was
have to
hoping a little
applaud
girl.
GoDaddy's effort to get away from the generic like boob thing.
Yeah.
And actually trying to like sell their services to people because
Well, there
before-
was a definite reason for that.
Yes.
Like I said, last
It
year,
wasn't working.
their lowest rated commercial of the entire Super Bowl was the young, nerdy, fat kid making out with Bar Raffaelli. Is that her name?
Sure.
That model. So that was the lowest rated commercial last year. So it makes sense that GoDaddy was like, okay, let's get away from the perverted commercials, do something. I don't know. What was their theme this year? Did they even have a theme? It was just kind of...
They were just selling their services, and
Yeah.
I have to give props to their marketing department for getting down to like doing it in an interesting way. but
We're a
still saying,
web domain service.
Hey, we're web domain services. Get yourself noticed online
Yeah.
via us is essentially what the underlying
Sure.
message was, and it wasn't so much like GoDaddy.com. Come here and find out more. See the rest of the commercial where you
Yeah.
don't get to see boobs.
Yeah, I agree.
Boobs you can find anywhere on the internet. They're a
That
dime a
girl
dozen.
has a kid. Back off.
Not her kid.
Not
no.
her kid.
Not her kid, that's my kid.
That's his beautiful daughter.
Yeah,
The girl has a kid. Back off.
that was awesome.
Welcome Home Soldier, best commercial.
We actually kind of missed that.
We had the volume turned down, I think, at that point.
Yeah,
but
we'll get
those are
something
always
else.
good commercials. There was a little bit too much of that America Gung Ho stuff again this
Oh my
year, in
God.
my opinion. But they just go on so long too, like the minute and a half, like America, fuck yeah, type commercials.
Right.
You're beautiful.
The Detroit one.
There was like 2 Detroit ones, I think, actually,
Yeah.
wasn't there?
Was that one at the beginning with the girl?
Detroit's
The one I said that was Children
The girl,
of the Southern
yeah,
Wild.
looked like the African girl from.
Children of the Southern
Yeah,
Wild.
it looked exactly like that. And it turned out to be what was it?
Yeah, that's
No,
what
that was Maserati. That was
Exactly,
Maserati.
and
That
that's the point. I
that was
forgot.
That was not Detroit. That was Maserati.
And I
Maserati
forgot what it
is like-
was. That's the point. I forgot.
what exactly it was about. And the only thing I remember was Children of the Southern Wild because I made a joke about it.
Yeah, it's
saying
terrible.
It's a sequel.
I only know about that because I know what the Maserati logo is. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. It's
And
a
the problem
triangle
is
car.
we both forgot that it was a
Yeah.
Maserati logo at the end.
And for the general public, that's a big issue for commercials. Where
Right.
it's like, oh, that was a cool commercial. What was it about? If you don't know what the hell it was about, then it wasn't a
what was the
success.
point of it? Right.
What was your favorite commercial tonight, guys? Before we move on to our next video games segment, you
And
can
you guys
also
can
call in.
on our Skype.
The Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds. If you guys want to share your favorite commercial from tonight, let me make sure I have this up for you guys. Yep, we're good. Anyone who wants to call, please do. I think
Greg,
we're
if
good.
you're out there.
Yeah. 31 now. Everyone who's coming in, thank you for joining us. This is episode 10 of the Level Up Show. We're doing a Super Bowl commercial segment right now, but we'll be moving on to the top gaming stories from this past week very soon. There was a lot of good stuff that happened this week. Not like we got like 15 stories, I think, but they're all good ones, I
That's
think. Yeah, I didn't want to go crazy. I'm trying to keep them a little more concise.
I figured that because of the week being, not that we have normal
Yeah.
segments and everything, it would add more, but that's fine.
Oh, that does blow my mind, Blue Ignosis.
Yeah,
What were
I
you
mean,
doing
also, I
instead?
just don't care.
We're
about
laggy
either.
again. Ah, dumb.
Your
Yeah,
dad might be
that's
watching
4 people.
Netflix.
He's watching on demand. I don't know if that would affect us.
No, it wouldn't, but
You don't think so?
no, it wouldn't because it's not internet connection.
Okay.
Yeah. I just don't think I don't know if anybody else is on the internet.
Well,
Danny's
I guess
grab
we're.
Danny's iPad.
I guess while we're still waiting for people, we could always mention.
grab Dave's iPad.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, make sure it's not Netflix streaming.
We could still mention, I guess, since we have an audience like
Hold on.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
And, like, what a shame.
That is a shame. The Master,
Great character.
Boogie
actor.
Nights, what was the other one that I'm thinking of? Truman Capote.
Charlie Wilson's War.
Yeah, I mean, really.
Mission Impossible
Long
3.
Polly.
No,
Hunger
that's not even a joke though, to say Long King Polly, because that was what's so great about Philip Seymour Hoffman, is that he really was a great, versatile actor.
Yeah.
He could do them both.
Amazing character actor.
Yeah, definitely, I agree. It's a shame.
It's a real shame.
It's not something that was completely like out of nowhere. He did have drug issues, like documented drug issues. He was clean for a while though, which is unfortunate. He fell off the wagon last year, entered a rehab clinic, was trying to get clean, but I guess it got the best of him. It sucks. I was really when you texted me earlier and you were just like, oh my god, Philip Seymour Hoffman.
You had
I
no
was
idea
like,
yet.
I was just like, please.
He
please.
had to confirm
I know, I
it.
heard.
You didn't say he died.
No, I know. That's
So
why
I was just like, I immediately went on like the sites and I was like, please tell me he didn't die. Please tell me he didn't die. And I
Right.
saw it and I was like, shit.
son of a bitch.
Damn it, like, because he does a lot of good roles, and he's in, like you said, he's in the Hunger Games right now. He's got a
Right.
big part in that. And what's funny is he has a part that I don't think was very big in the books, but in the movies he really brought
I
a cool
understand.
presence to it.
They actually made it a little bit better. So
We should cheer to him.
Yeah, I agree. I don't have a drink. Oh,
What the
hold on
hell,
one second.
Drew?
I gotta get my drink.
We're gonna cheer to
I gotta get
Philip.
my drink on.
yeah,
I'm gonna name my
they're saying we have a
firstborn
ton of
born
lag
son
right
Am I
after
drinking
him.
alcohol?
now. Yeah, drink alcohol.
I'm drinking alcohol.
It's
Don't
one
waste
You're
guy.
off tomorrow. Drink alcohol.
Don't
It's
waste
one
it if you're
guy.
not gonna drink.
I'll drink
No,
it.
It's a bunch of us.
We're gonna
It's
cheer
one
to
person
Philip.
constantly saying it over and over again.
I saw a Celtics fan saying it, and then somebody
Well, no,
knows
it's
this
the same.
and
No, it's over.
Alright. Hold on one sec, guys. Cheers back.
We must through the web to get it smooth for PSN bags. Period. It's a shame. It's a shame. I really want Sony to like.
I
I
need-
thought you said you were getting alcohol.
What's this alcohol?
Are you sure about that?
Hey, leave my boy alone.
That looks like iced tea.
It is a wine cooler.
4%.
It says the girl that's drinking a lollipop.
It's good.
But
Oh.
girl being the key word there.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Philip Seymour Hoffman, rest
Hello.
in peace. We will
Hello.
remember you fondly for all your great roles. Boogie Nights especially sticks in my mind. I really liked him in Boogie Nights.
For Omar, just so you don't know, I'm sorry to kill your night. Fiance.
Yeah, fiance.
Yeah, we're engaged, getting married May 16th.
He wanted me,
So,
so.
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Sorry, bud. We just lost a fan.
Sorry, buddy. I also saw a real nice comment from Asmatech saying he's been watching us since launch.
Oh, cool.
That he loves our
Thanks,
show.
man.
Thank you so much. Glad you're.
And I don't know if the guy that recognized me in real life is watching tonight, or the two guys or three people that recognized me. in
Yeah,
real
that's
life.
pretty cool.
That's actually pretty cool. But if you guys are watching, thank you. And to the first one that called in that morning, yes, you can reserve the collector's edition of.
It's called the Imperial Edition,
The
which
Imperial
for some reason Mike didn't know.
It
Come on
was
now.
an hour
I know.
after it was
It
released.
was just announced, so you got to give him a break. He was at work and wasn't looking on
Right.
NeoGAF or IGN or
Right, I didn't have a chance, so I was gonna
Yeah.
wait till.
I was at work too, so when you texted me, I
Yeah,
was like, I don't know yet either.
Right, yeah, look it up.
Yeah.
So.
It's pretty crazy, actually, that soon after a collector's edition was announced, you already had calls like, I want to pre-order this. Like,
Yeah. So for those of you that didn't realize it already, I can talk about it now because I just don't give a shit.
Because you're not going to be there anymore.
I'm not gonna be there anymore.
You will officially find out Mike's job. This is almost like Barney from How I Met Your Mother. What
I'm not
is
gonna
Mike's
release-
job?
I'm not gonna release where I'm working now, though. So that's gonna be the end. of the
Okay.
mystery. I was working at GameStop in transition.
No!
I know. I was
Shocker.
looking for like the.
That's why we had so many Steam codes.
Yes. Which actually stinks when you think about it.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
have
a little
any-
disappointed we can't get more
we
Steam
can't
codes
get
anymore.
as many items as anymore.
Don't say
Huh?
Yeah, we'll find. We'll
I'm
find
sure
a
we'll
way.
do. Honestly, I don't mind buying them and anything.
I don't mind saying this even. I'm trying to get beta codes for PlayStation Now. I contacted the guys at the Blogcast for PlayStation. They helped me out before with Doki Doki Universe.
Yes.
So I contacted them, asked them if they would do us a favor again and maybe give us a few PlayStation Now codes this time. That would be really cool if it works out.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I'm not relying on it. They already helped us out once.
And honestly, we have a good viewer base and everything like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind putting up like $5-10.
No, I wouldn't mind either.
You know, we'll still do giveaways and everything like that. But it was just funny because for those that aren't on our Twitter or Facebook, I actually got recognized through the phone and then recognized in person while I was at work twice in the same day. So that was actually kind of
Celebrity.
funny. It was kind of weird.
Oh my
I
god,
like
that's so
that.
famous.
So, I know, right?
That's kind of what you put.
Hashtag feeling legit.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. No, I'd be pretty psyched too if that
Right?
happened. Let's go into the news stories from this past week. So, hold off on calling.
We dropped by half and it was saying we were offline. So anybody that's on PS3, PS4 right now, I think it just dropped.
Okay. Wonder what's going on here. No picture.
I can't see anything it would be. I turned the internet off on my PC.
Hold on one sec, guys. I'm going to refresh the stream. Just stay in the chat room. It should come right back up for you guys.
Yeah.
Lost everybody.
We lost like half.
Your show sucks, losers.
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll get those kind of people. It's okay.
Black screen.
And yet people log in to watch it.
Right, that's a funny thing. That's what we
Right.
don't understand. So,
All right, let's see if that helps a little bit. All right, people have said much worse than not get banned. Welcome back to anyone who's still in here. Hopefully we get you all back.
That was
Wasn't me.
what's on Banner?
That's fine. I'll talk to him.
Yeah.
And he's a DVD.
What are you doing?
It's better than eating poop.
Get that out of your mouth, you silly.
Pretty princess.
Hold on one sec, guys. We're gonna let everyone filter back in.
Yep.
What the fuck say?
That was bizarre. What was bizarre?
What the fuck say?
Probably just the dropping of the stream.
Us going
Really
down
weird.
for a sec.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if we show up at least live on this for 1 second. Okay, yeah, looks like we were.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna show up my internet again then. Okay.
Nut butt and cocoa.
Ew.
No.
All
That was-
right.
I think that was actually my favorite commercial of the night. We didn't say that. The Reese's one.
Yeah, we have more people than zero. It's just refreshing for a second. Sorry, everyone. We were having some type of issue. I don't know what the heck went on there.
Another Big Bang Theory comment.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, we get that a lot.
Yeah, we got on that a few times.
I don't know
I
what
don't
that's all
look like
about.
Kaylee Cuoco or whatever her name is.
All right, great. Hopefully that works for everyone.
Cool.
I think we should move into the news stories.
You want to go?
Let's hold off on. There we go, 21. Let's hold off on calls for a second. After a few stories, we'll take some calls. Alrighty, let's see. What's the first news story from this past week?
What the fuck say?
Alrighty. Right off the bat, this is a big story. Gears of War.
Yes.
Rights bought by Microsoft.
That was actually really big. That was right at the beginning of the week.
Big, smart move
Right.
by Microsoft. Even though Gears of War Judgment didn't perform well.
No, and
or was
it's
it
not-
Judgment? Yeah, Judgment.
Yeah, Judgment, and it's also not run by Cliff Bleszinski anymore.
No, it's not.
So
They lost a lot of their team.
You had your ear pierced.
years ago, yeah.
Oh my god, he had an earring at one point. I see the hole. I just saw it.
Oh man. Are you embarrassed by that, Mike?
Just random. It's
Just from her.
I just
That was
saw
from
it.
like I think I took that out in like freshman year of high school.
Yeah, I don't think I ever remember you having an earring.
No, I took it out.
Oh my god, Mike had an earring.
So yeah, I think this is a smart move. I hope it benefits them
Yeah.
because it did tank with Judgment. It really didn't do well.
Well, here's the thing.
Critically
They bought
or
Epic Games,
commercially?
but it's being thrown.
They didn't
around.
buy Epic Games.
Well,
they had a deal with Epic Games.
Okay, that's
for Gears
what it
of
was.
War.
All right,
a
that's what
three
it was.
game
and they
contractual
just bought
deal.
the.
What they did is they bought the rights to the
Gears of War,
IP.
okay.
That's it. Epic
Alright.
sold the rights to the IP to them, and the guys that are going to be making it now are Black Tusk. But
Okay.
this is kind of a disappointment, not especially for me because I'm not really into Xbox One. But
Black
that
Tusk
was they were shown off to be making a game
Right.
for Xbox One, a new IP about Shanghai,
Okay.
supposedly something called Shang Heist, which was like a big operation, kind of like a Ocean's 11 type thing, where they're doing this big thing to steal money from in China. It took place in China.
Yeah, but they could be dividing the studio in half.
Supposedly no.
Really?
Supposedly that game is done off, and now they're kind of making excuses about it. Oh well, that was never a real game. That was just a
demo.
like an IP idea. It's like, well, then why'd you show it off at your E3 conference as one of your
Right.
big new IPs?
Right.
You know,
Saying that we
are you
have-
telling us?
they
So
were
either
counting
you were
it.
lying then, or you're lying now.
Yeah.
Uh,
Microsoft has not been doing very well for staying true to customer.
So I think for all the people that like new IPs are really disappointed because we've had 3-4 Gears of War games now. The last one wasn't very
Pretty
good.
bad, and people actually were only about the third one.
And now we're bringing it to a new studio that has no experience with
Right.
the IP. Could they try and refresh it, do something new with it? Sorry, Mark, go ahead.
Are we seeing Microsoft now turn into the next Nintendo, wherein they aren't very all about new IPs and it's rehashing?
Oh, well, I think that's
Easily.
been the case.
Yeah, it's been like that for a little while. now.
The bad side of that is they don't have near as many IPs as Nintendo. But their 4 were Gears of War, Fable, Forza, and Halo. That's pretty much it. Those were the only 4 that they kept rehashing year after year.
Yeah.
And now they're replacing what? They're replacing one with the other, I guess. Sorry, what are we talking about?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Did something happen that I missed?
No.
Okay. What are people saying? Blue Ignosid had a ton of piercings back in the day. Good for you, man.
We're still on the piercing conversation. Thanks to Kristen. Good job with that.
Sorry.
We just have lots of comments.
Okay, sorry about that. We have a lot of comments even this early, so it's tough for us to pay attention to everything. Yeah, I think it's a wait and see. This is early in development. They just got this, and they're just now starting supposedly on throwing away whatever Shangheist was, which sucks. It sounds like that could have been a cool idea, and now starting fresh with whatever Gears of War. It could have been crap, but if it was going to be crap, then that doesn't speak well for Black Tusk in general.
Yeah, sure.
So we have no idea what this team is like. I don't think they've done anything before this. This is like a new development studio that Microsoft has formed, I think up in Canada actually. This will be their first real big thing to kind of show off and try and impress people with. After that, Infamous Second Son will not have online multiplayer after all. We talked about this last week because there was a Japanese site that kind of changed their online status to be determined to support it.
Right.
And we were like, oh, what does this mean?
And there is a huge potential it was going to be awful.
Hey Dan Rock, welcome.
Huge potential it could have been terrible. There was a slight chance it could have been really cool. We had some cool ideas that were talked about.
Yeah, the stealing powers.
But I'm actually kind of relieved that it's not, because they could go really bad.
The only reason I'm relieved, I understand people are like, oh my god, it's not Last of Us, why does it have online? They could have focused entirely on single player. That sometimes is the case. With Naughty Dog, I don't think it is. They have a really big team. They divide them up among the people that are made for online, people that support that well and are good at developing towards that sector. But with Sucker Punch, they really have never really devoted themselves to an online ever. The only thing they did was UGC, user-generated content, with Infamous 2, and that didn't really take off for them. So I don't see them really doing that with Infamous Second Son. It does sound like they're pretty much saying we are 100% devoted to single-player story campaign, which is cool. I'm happy with that. Give us a nice 20-hour single-player story campaign. Put all your work towards that. But I still will say that if they were to do it online, they could have used some of the mechanics behind that story in cool ways, such as stealing powers. I think it would have been cool to have this kind of Peter, Heroes type situation where you steal people's powers in the game.
It could have been more like, capture the flag type games, not like the typical death, Alright, well.
Everybody's gone.
Everybody's gone. Huh. Well, that's annoying.
Is the PSN really crashing that hard right now?
No, I don't think so.
Should it?
All I can say is maybe I should go upstairs and tell my dad to stop streaming on demand.
Yeah, but I don't think that.
Oh, look who's back!
Batman!
I'm gonna take a shot at it.
Batman.
Well, Ghost is saying he has no
Hey, be nice.
issues.
I'll be right back, guys. Hold on one second.
And apparently it's not even always us, because there's other people that can see the picture, so, I mean...
Some people are such internet bullies. I'm gonna punch them into the face.
I don't know if Day is talking to us or not.
Calm down.
Hey.
He's a fucking ghost.
Right.
So are you on there too?
Kristen says be nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that would have been weird if there was someone else.
Right. That's funny.
Kristen says be nice.
Hi, Ghost.
I see the stream. I'm back. I can see you guys. Bree is here. She says, "All cute daughter."
Thanks.
Aww.
Everyone says you're so pretty. Say hi.
You want to say hi? Say hi. You want to go say hi? No?
No.
No? Alright.
Well, that's because you have a ridiculous amount of money to throw into your internet, Batman. I mean, if you didn't have great internet connection, then the world, well, at least Gotham City, would be in peril. So,
how's it going?
Yeah, no, we viewer count dropped.
Yeah.
Did it pop back up? Or?
He's like,
It's got the end of the show last time. It was like,
this show brought to you by...
But people are still here.
Alright. I don't know what's going on, guys.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
It's going in and out, so...
We'll do our best.
Right. But anyway, I mean, it could have been cool. It could have been cool. Capture the flag type thing. Yeah, there could have been great ideas, but
this is their first next generation game.
Right.
It's okay
and
to
that
focus
doesn't
on
mean
single
that
player.
that doesn't mean that now that people are saying, hey, this is what it could have been. You could have done this and this.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean like
Anthony, in my basket next to my bed.
It doesn't mean that there aren't ideas that
other side.
He said, "Goddamn Batman said Bat Computer is better than PS4."
What's better?
Bat Computer.
Ah.
Damn. But they could do it with the next one. They
Yeah.
can hear
You can
people
do it next
complaining
one.
and saying, "Hey, I was looking forward to multiplayer," and but then you can also see how it'd be bad. Like look at Origins, Batman Origins.
Oh yeah, definitely. That was a tacked-on multiplayer. It happens a
Right.
lot. The Darkness was a perfect example. Just made absolutely no sense with that
Right.
game. Sometimes it's nice to have a really focused single-player campaign. I'm more of a single-player guy.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on. This is something that was kind of not rumored, but was talked about, and now it's 100% confirmed. Sony Online Entertainment (SOE) will definitely be doing a $15 subscription for all of their MMOs.
Right.
Yay!
Right. Now it's official.
One $15 payment, and you
Right.
get access.
And we talked
to
about this.
PlanetSide 2, DC Universe Online, EverQuest Next, and any other MMOs that come out in the future.
Right.
That one fee gets you access to all.
Which begs the question why they're doing this. Not only
Does it
people
benefit
say,
them, yeah.
well, it's not even that. People are going to say like, oh, maybe this will have give them more people that pay for things like DC Universe and PlanetSide, where people would just do the free to play stuff.
Yeah.
More so, what are they looking forward to in the future? There's probably a reason why they're doing this, not because of what they were losing, but what they're going to roll out soon. Look at
Yeah.
PlayStation Plus. They did this 2 years in advance for Plus, so that people would have to pay online.
It might be a little bit of an experiment too, because everyone's trying out new structures for economy, free to play, obviously being one of them. But you got Final Fantasy 14 online doing the whole deal where you get it for free at the beginning, you get a free month, then you do your online subscription. Then you've got the complete other end of the spectrum with Elder Scrolls Online, where you spend $60 up front and then you're paying $15. So all these different MMOs are trying out something and trying to see what sticks. I do think that freemium, if you want to call it that, is going to go away in a lot of ways.
Right.
I think a lot of people are realizing that it doesn't benefit them. A lot of people,
Like the free-to-play
I think that I saw this discussion on IGN really recently, and I completely agree with it. That people are starting to realize that it's not benefiting them.
Right.
You're constantly thinking about money, and people don't want to do that. You don't want to be thinking about money every minute you're playing a game. Being like, okay, I got to put 50 cents down on this, 50 cents down on that. You just want to know that you spent one $15 fee or whatever, and you're done. And it renews itself each month. You don't have to think about it. That might be a bad thing, but it kind of takes it off your mind a little bit. All right, so before we move on to our next story, maybe we can get a few calls in here, guys. Again, it's the Level Up Show on Skype, and please do an audio call. If you do a video call, it's going to destroy our bandwidth, and then you guys will crash. So please. Beastly,
Yes.
you got here before Greg.
You did.
Great.
I'm really sad about
Gregory's
that. I miss
working.
my Greg.
I hope Greg comes in. He said he's going to try.
Yes, he was working a show.
Damn microtransactions, exactly.
Right.
It leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah.
That's all it
And,
does.
it depends. Like I said before, I would personally rather play a game for a little while. It's free and see that I like it and then put money into it. But I think it should be like a one. Kind of like with the $60 game. You play the demo and realize, oh, I want this, and bam, you pay the one thing, and then
Sure,
you
yeah.
pay. So I think it's just
Something's got to change.
Right.
They'll figure it out. It's still in its growth period, even though it's been a few years now. This is still early in this kind of new economy structure for MMOs. So they'll figure it out. They'll figure out what people like, what works for them as far as profit goes, and they'll find a nice balance, I think, eventually. Once again, I'm sorry. Did anyone put the Level Up Show as our Skype on there?
Yeah,
Yes.
I threw it up there. I'll throw it up there again.
But while we wait, guys, you're welcome to call at any point now from this point forward, because it does seem to be few and far between. But we're going to move on with the stories and just interrupt us with a call if you want.
It's dark in there.
Oh, we turn the light for it? All right, so our fourth story from this past week.
Right.
Did you hear that Titanfall 360, which we've heard about for a while, the developer for that was finally confirmed?
Right.
Did you hear who it was?
No.
Okay. They're called Blue Point Games. Does that ring a bell
I
for you?
did actually hear this the other day. We were talking about
For a
it.
lot of Sony guys, Blue Point should
But
ring a
it's-
bell. Can't think of it?
No.
All right, they've done a lot of upgrade HD ports for PlayStation, such as Shadow of the Colossus, the Eco Collection, the God of War Collection, the Metal Gear Solid HD Collection, PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale to the Vita, Flower to the PS4, and even at the very, very beginning of the PS3 life cycle, they did Blast Factor.
Right.
So they're very, very good.
They're good at what they do.
They're good at what
Right.
they do. They're especially good with texture upgrades and
Yes.
stuff like that. So it's actually in very good hands. This is a surprisingly good
Right.
turnaround for this. I think a lot of people were thinking it would be worse.
Right, and that's actually I'm still even worried about because it's not always perfect. It's not 100%.
It's not going to be perfect. It's going to be a degrade, obviously, from the Xbox One version. There's no doubt about that. It doesn't have the cloud functionality that the Xbox One will have. It's going to have worse graphics. I think they said it's going to have the same 6 versus 6 with
Yeah.
AI bots on the side.
Which is, it's 6 versus 6 for a reason. We talked about this, 3 weeks ago, I think.
That's not a hardware limitation. That is a vision that I think they had. They know what they want to do with this. They tested a lot of different things, and they found that 6 versus 6 works.
Right, because of all the AI that they
Yeah,
have in there.
there's a lot going on in the game. It sounds like it's very just exciting as far as the mechanics go, the wall running and stuff like that.
Right.
So I think it makes sense that they're trying to kind of bring that down a little bit and keep people focused on 6 versus 6.
Right.
There might be updates in the future to expand that, but I think at
or
the
maybe
beginning-
other game modes. If
Yeah,
anything.
exactly. So yeah, I think a lot of people should be happy with that. If you don't have an Xbox One, it's in good hands. Sly Cooper movie confirmed. I was really happy with this.
I was really, and I remember you told me, you were like, watch it, because I was
came
really
out of
afraid to
nowhere.
watch it. I saw it actually before you said anything to me.
Well,
and I was afraid to watch it. I avoided it.
Yeah, I know. And the thing is, it actually isn't coming out of nowhere exactly because there was a few years ago, Sony
Right.
kind of had this thing where on their list it said Ratchet and Clank, Sly Cooper, Heavenly Sword, and
Right.
Jack and Daxter.
Yes.
So 3 of them are now, you can see trailers. So I pray to God Jack and Daxter's coming. Heavenly Sword's being made.
Really? I didn't know that one.
That's straight to DVD though.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
It's a CGI straight to DVD, but it is being made. And then you've got Ratchet and Clank, and you've got Ratchet and Clank is being done by Imagi, I think they're called. They're the guys that worked on TMNT, and the same with these guys. These guys are called Blockade. They also work a little on TMNT.
It's not dark.
And the writer-director for this new Sly Cooper is the guy that wrote and directed TMNT, which actually wasn't terrible. I saw that in theaters. Did you ever see the animated movie for TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
No, I didn't. I never got around to
It
watching.
wasn't bad. It was fine. It wasn't amazing, but it was. It was the guy's first direction.
Right.
Directing, first time writing. So it
Regardless,
was.
this is going to be better than the Michael Bay version.
I think it'll really appeal well to kids. Sly Cooper does in general. I think Sly Cooper will really appeal well. I think it could broaden the audience a little bit for Sly Cooper. I hope that there's a game being made in collaboration with it. That'd be cool. A lot of people are complaining a little bit about the character designs. Bentley, not Bentley.
No, Bentley's fine.
Bentley's actually pretty good.
It's the
hippo.
God, what's his name?
I always forget his freaking name. Someone help me. What's the name of the hippo in Sly Cooper?
Marcus, right?
Not Marcus, no.
Why is it? Why?
But Bentley, and some people are a little iffy on Sly Cooper. I think Sly Cooper looks pretty cool too.
I need help. Daddy, I need help.
Blue Hypnosis. I read about Evolve, didn't like it at first, but the more I read, it actually sounds like a really interesting concept. I agree, Hypnosis. It does sound pretty cool. It's done by the guys who did Left 4 Dead. It's a 4-player co-op title where one person plays as the monster that evolves throughout the multiplayer campaign. The 4 guys that are on the co-op team, they're trying to fight this monster, and every time they kill him, he comes back with stronger abilities, bigger size, all this kind of stuff. So I'm not sure where it goes from there, though. It seems a little too tight for me. Like there's not enough to this game. We're talking about Evolve. It's like, where does it go from the once the monster reaches its highest abilities? Once it's evolved to its highest point, what's then? Like, where's the game go? You know what I mean? Like, what is this game about? Does it have any story, or is it just this multiplayer component where you have 4 guys facing off against a monster that evolves?
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. I got distracted.
Do you know about the game Evolve?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Alright. Good. Now we're on the same page.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'm wondering where the hell does this game go?
I mean, you could just go to different areas of it. I mean,
Yeah, but I mean, it sounds
look
like
at Left 4 Dead.
Yeah,
Same
I agree.
thing.
Left 4
It's the
Dead had a story mode, didn't it?
Yes.
There might be a story mode confirmed for this. I don't know yet. We're talking about Evolve, Glass Arrow. The graphics look pretty cool. It's still early though. It's gonna look even better by the time it comes out, guys. That looks really cool in Game Informer, but it's early. Where were we? We're on Sly Cooper movie being confirmed. Let's move on. Eurogamer was talking about backwards compatibility with PS4. Supposedly they have confirmed with somebody that PS1 and PS2 titles will be 100% backwards compatible through software emulation, similar to the very old PlayStation 3s, the original 60 gigabyte ones. That's awesome. But that's not even the end of the rumor. Have you heard what's even more about this? It's good news. Supposedly, it's being entirely re-rendered. where every single game is going to have native HD resolution, where assets from the games are being re-rendered to support native HD
You know
resolution.
what that was entail? Either you have
A
to be
lot.
connected online all the time,
No.
or huge.
That's not true at all. Look at a lot of, like Dolphin, look at a lot of the PC emulators that take the assets of the original title and they re-render them in HD. They add anti-aliasing. They do all these background processing effects to improve the way it looks. And we got like relationships forming on here.
Oh my god.
Especially with Brenda.
I'm trying to get Brenda and Dan hooked up now.
Oh jeez.
Since Greg's not
Wait,
there.
isn't Dan like a little too old for Brenda? I might be wrong there, but I thought Dan was a little too old for Brenda. Sorry, Bree, I'm still playing
wants you
dad
to
with you.
touch his facial
With
hair.
the box so
What was
I
it?
can know how
To
to
touch his
number
facial hair.
this.
Touch whose facial hair?
I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is.
Hey, where's a box?
Am I doing this?
I don't
It
know.
feels pretty nice. Yeah.
It's very pointy.
You don't go against the grain.
That's what you exactly
Not really the
do.
way
You gotta go against the grain. You gotta feel that roughness.
Kind of like a
Circles.
swirling.
Okay,
It's just
okay.
a roof.
He has a beard, Andrew. Touch his facial hair. That's awesome. Yeah, where was I? So yeah, so this is the rumor. I'm not saying that this is
Right.
but
I don't think it's gonna
Eurogamer.
happen though.
Eurogamer's pretty trustworthy.
I
with this kind of
agree,
stuff.
but I mean that
Supposedly
it
this
would
is
be
what they're doing.
huge popularity as
Yeah.
far as people that are against like because there's no background.
I'm not saying you can put a disc in. Let's put that off the table right now. You still need to download the game. This is for digital downloads.
Oh, okay.
So you're digitally downloading it.
See, when I read it, I thought we would like.
No, supposedly it's not
Okay.
disc based. It's
Did it
still
say
to
that
download.
anywhere?
If you have like Final Fantasy VII, it's all
say
these
that
games.
anywhere,
It says in the Eurogame article. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it says that.
Because I didn't see that anywhere. That's
That
what I
does
thought.
mean though that if you have a back catalog of PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 classics that you've downloaded through PSN, they will be supported. But there's going to be this software emulation in the background to actually improve the aliasing, anti-aliasing, and whatnot.
Pieces, what a pieces.
I'm not sure what's going on there.
Anyway.
But okay, let me say a little more about this. This is on the side of PlayStation Now. Supposedly, Eurogamer's reporting that PlayStation Now won't support PS1 and PS2 titles for streaming. This is their answer to that. That they're going to do this software
Okay.
emulation for the PS1 and PS2 titles, and PS3 and Vita titles are going to be used through PlayStation Now. This is what
That's not what
Eurogamer
they
says.
described though.
This is what Eurogamer says.
Okay, that's another reason why
So
I don't believe it.
there's definitely some conflict going on here, yeah. But I would be happy actually with this. What they're describing.
Right, I agree.
I think it's pretty cool to play Final Fantasy VII and some of these classic PS1 titles with a little bit of a higher resolution and whatnot.
You proud?
Nice.
Daddy.
Little architect over here.
Daddy.
Drew is my daughter's godfather, and for her birthday, which was the other day, being the architect that he is, got her Lincoln Logs, and he has made herself very proud.
She is building a
Yeah.
tower right
She's not by
now. It's
herself.
awesome.
Yeah,
Even Bree's like, what are you talking about, Ghost?
right. I was like, all right,
We thought you timed her out for a second there, Ghost.
right.
Bree's one of our loyal fans. Okay, let's move on to the next segment. Again, I got a little note here saying take 2 to 3 calls. So, guys, please call in if you want. Our Skype is active. So far, it says we don't have any missed calls,
That's fine.
so that's okay. Let's keep moving on.
Sounds around.
25.
It's good. It's good.
Alrighty. PS4 Elder Scrolls will not require PlayStation Plus to play on top. This is really good news because
Right.
there's, we already know that there's this $60 fee and then you got the $15 a month. So it's good that at least you don't have to do the $50 a year for PlayStation Plus.
Right. Well, you don't have to. I mean, you're kind of being stupid if you.
Yeah, you should. It's a great
Right.
service, but you don't have to. If you want to play Elder Scrolls Online, you don't have to have PlayStation Plus to do it. The other side of this, which is bad news, is that Xbox Live you do require.
Right.
So on top of the $60 fee to buy the game, on top of the $15 a month fee,
I know.
you have to do the $60 a year for Xbox Live. It's just this is Microsoft standard stuff here.
Right.
They always do this crap. I don't understand it. Why is Netflix
No, that's
behind
that's
a paywall? Why is
ridiculous.
Internet Explorer behind a paywall? Why is YouTube behind a paywall? Makes absolutely no sense on
No.
Xbox Live.
No,
it's
that's
ridiculous.
actually
It's
pissing me
stupid.
off.
Because bandwidth. Oh my god.
I get. Well, then why is hell is Sony doing it then?
It's
Right.
It's ridiculous.
It's
so
stupid.
dumb.
It's dumb. They should. I can't believe they haven't rectified it yet.
Can I just say, for PS Plus this month, I'm really looking forward to Metro Last Light.
Ah, that's the other one.
Yeah, thank you. That's what. You know what's funny is that's actually the main one I'm going to play.
Okay, I had that down below.
I saw that and I was so psyched, and I was like, yes, I can play this game, and it looks so good.
What's funny is that's the one game that I'll probably play over the other one. I'll play Payday a little bit. That's the main one I was actually looking forward to playing.
I'll check out Payday, but I really want to play.
Fun, and if you get it, I'll definitely play with you.
Since we're on the PlayStation Plus,
yeah, when I'm free, I'll message you.
Right. Since we're on PlayStation Plus for February, let me say the whole offering. So a lot of people know that this Tuesday, PS4 is getting Outlast for free through PlayStation Plus. It's a hard title, looks really cool. For PS3, you've got Metro Last Light, you've got Remember Me, and you've got Payday 2. And then for Vita, you've got Mod Nation Racers Road Trip, and you've got Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Every single one of these titles will be free for the entirety of February for $50 a year through PlayStation Plus. It's a great deal. If you guys don't have it already, you should get on that. Yeah, I think Metro Last Light is probably the one I'm going to play too. But Remember Me, I heard decent things about.
Yeah, I actually want to look into it. I mean, if you're going to play it, then.
And I didn't hear very good things about it, but with how big of a Mod Nation Racers fan I was, I've got to try to beat a version.
It's not as good.
No, I know. It doesn't even have the real online mode.
No, it's a little disappointing because actually that's one of the titles I did get.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, and that was one thing I was. Really
they rushed that for launch. You could tell. Alrighty. Rumor. We got another rumor here. For a while there, a lot of people were disappointed with the GPU for the Xbox One, that 10% of that GPU is devoted to Kinect.
Right.
Like, you're losing a whole fraction of that power right there through something that a lot of people don't even want to use.
Yeah.
So, good news here is that supposedly a patch is coming very soon that will lower that percentage from 10% to 2%.
Right.
So, you're getting a lot of that GPU back, which could level the playing field a little bit between the PS4 and the Xbox One, graphically at least. Not completely. It sounds like still there's more raw power with the PS4. But this should, maybe you'll get 60 frames per second now on Tomb Raider Definitive Edition.
Right.
Which is ridiculous that a last-gen title ported over
right.
to next-gen consoles doesn't have a 60 frames per second frame rate.
Right.
So that's a big disappointment. Hopefully this could help with that kind of thing.
Yeah, with future titles at least.
Definitely, yeah.
But.
This
funny, by the way, real quick.
Go ahead.
Just a little tangent, just because we don't have much to talk about anyway. It seems.
Sure.
A new video has surfaced up. Apparently, this is like a trolling theme that's going on with the Kinect voice commands. And so the most recent one was instead of Xbox sign out, this new one was Xbox Bing.
I heard about this. Yeah.
Have you seen this one yet? This is really. This one's actually much more entertaining, just because the people's reactions are much more.
I'm surprised they've been able to figure out like source. You know what I mean? To be like it's coming from this direction, if like it shouldn't be acknowledged. Kind of thing. You know, if it's coming from behind the TV, and like I would think they have software in place to try and figure out the direction of the audio and rectify that kind of thing. I'm sure they probably will.
Right.
They'll work on that kind of thing. This I thought was a really cool story. Do you want me to keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
This is a game I will never ever play, but I love hearing stories like this about this game. You might know of it. Oh, we're getting a call. Hold on one sec.
Look at my house.
I'm gonna take this. Hold on one sec. Good job. Hey Matt, do you hear me?
Hey. Yep.
Hey man, how you doing?
Hey.
Good.
This is your 4th or 5th week calling.
I think it's my 5th.
Nice, congrats.
Thanks.
What do you want to talk about this week, Matt?
Alright, there are two things I want to talk about.
Sure.
How Microsoft Studios purchased the Gears of War series and PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 emulation and how that's going to work.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Alright, for the Microsoft Studios purchase of the Gears of War, my opinion of that is that they're probably just gonna milk it just like Call of Duty. You think that's gonna happen to the Gears of War?
I think you'll see one every other year. Or maybe, they might try and do what they've done this past generation. Like we were just talking earlier, Microsoft kind of has like 4 major IPs. They've got Halo, they've got Gears of War, they had Fable, which I think they're kind of moving away from gradually. They have Forza, And then they're going to make some new IPs this generation. Maybe Rise will be one of them ongoing. I'm not sure. But you're probably going to see the same thing with Microsoft where they rely on 4 IPs and they try and drill it into everyone's head that this is what defines our brand. This is what you're going to be able to look forward to every other year. So you might see Gears of War every other year. You may see it every 3 years. They're going to kind of alternate between those big IPs, I think.
Yeah.
But they're going to milk it. Yeah, they're going to do at least a full trilogy out of it, for sure.
Cool.
The question is, how is Black Tusk going to handle this new IP? Someone that's never been a part of this trademark before, someone who's never really developed a game before. So we're going to have to see in a few years. I think it's still early.
Yeah, because I'm not really familiar with Black Tusk myself.
That's because they're new, man. Yeah, there's not a lot to know.
Really, when was their development company founded?
They were formed by Microsoft in the last couple of years, and they were given development of a title that was shown off last E3 that was kind of like a heist game about Shanghai or something like that. They showed it off as a new upcoming IP to really look forward to, and now it sounds like that's just completely been thrown under the rug and canceled, and now Black Tusk is given Gears of War. So this is a promising studio, supposedly, up in Canada that Microsoft has formed that they really are putting a lot of faith into. It sounds like they've got a lot of good guys from other spots in the industry joining this development team, but we haven't seen anything from them yet, from Black Tusk. So it's going to be a waiting game right now.
Yeah, I heard the 4th Gears of War is going to come out in 2016.
That's the rumor, yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to call it the 4th, because Judgment was technically
the 4th one.
Yeah, this will be a little bit of a reboot. I think they'll bring Marcus Phoenix back just because he wasn't in Judgment, and they might kind of relate that being a failure with Marcus Phoenix not being in the title. But who knows? They could go completely fresh and have new characters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, what did you want to talk about with PlayStation 1 and 2 emulation?
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, since PlayStation Now is going to be announced for, since they already have the PlayStation 1 and 2 titles already going to be on there, along with PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4.
Yep.
How are they going to do the? How are they manage? What's the point of having the emulation of the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 titles?
It sounds
How's
like
that gonna work?
it might be that they're trying to give you a little more bang for your buck. It might be that they're trying to get more money from you. I'm not sure. This is actually beneficial to a lot of people because if you were doing a streaming, you might not get this software emulation that upgrades the graphics. The rumors from Eurogamer is that it's actually going to improve the anti-aliasing, the native resolution. So if that's the case, then this might be beneficial actually. You'll have to digitally download the games instead of stream. But I'm not sure. Again, this is just a rumor. This might be completely false. But there might be a reason behind them doing this. I'm not sure what it is yet.
Well, are they okay? Because there are some sold separately on the PlayStation 3's PlayStation Store. But are they going to do the same with the PlayStation 4's PlayStation Store?
It sounds like the PlayStation 4. Well, first of all, let me just say right now, a lot of people didn't realize this, that with the beta codes that just came out for PlayStation Now, they were actually not for the PS4. The PlayStation Now codes that just came out are for PS3. They're really trying to go to that main 80 million plus audience for PlayStation 3, get all those guys on board with PlayStation Now, and they'll probably bring the beta to PlayStation 4 owners maybe in a couple months after they've established it and they're starting to grow it and really get the structure correct.
Right.
So when it comes to PlayStation Now, I think that PS4 is going to be a completely different beast than PS3. They're not going to give you streaming of PS4 titles. They want you to buy PS4 titles. You know, it's going to be completely different than what you see on PS3, on Vita, on TVs, on tablets, on any device where they try and bring this new service.
Yeah, because I've been one, because I'm talking. Well, I'm like, you know what I mean, like how they're just gonna like sold them separately, like they would put on the store for put a PlayStation title on the store for like $9.99.
Yeah,
like they would do with the others.
Yeah, they might milk us. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they're going to do. Sony's not outside of that realm. Microsoft does it. Sony does it as well. You know, they're going to try and get as much money out of us as possible. I think Sony's a little better with that kind of stuff. Hopefully they'll have a lot of PlayStation Plus deals for that kind of great deals for a lot of these PS1 and PS2 classics, giving them away for $1, $2, stuff like that. But right now it's just a waiting game, man. Just going to have to wait and see. All right,
Yeah.
man.
All right.
Thanks for calling.
You're welcome. Are you gonna what? How are you guys? Hey, Kristen, are you guys gonna do something for me for my 5th call? Are you guys gonna celebrate?
We don't have anything to give you, but
We can
we'll
shout out.
we can do a shout out.
All right, that's great.
All right. Shout out to Matt. Just hi, Matt. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Signal.
Sure. All right, man. Thanks for calling.
Thanks, Matt.
All right, anytime.
All right,
Bye.
Kristen, I think you had something to say.
Yeah, sure. You have something to say?
Viewers.
24.
Oh, when we hit 100 viewers, what do we do?
Thanks so much for calling again,
fine,
Matt.
fine.
That's
Yeah.
5 weeks now or something like that. So that's really great.
Good
that we-
song to play for
Have return guys.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize, for some reason I didn't connect the two. Dan Roth is Matt. Did you know that?
No.
That's so weird because I always thought Dan Roth was a Dan.
Right, that's what I figured out.
Dan Roth is
Oh,
Matt.
Hey,
Oh.
So, Dan Roth, thank you. Let's move back into
Oh, yeah?
into news. Again, anyone, if you want to call, just interrupt us with a call because we're getting a few of
You're
them.
using them in that. It's a good house, though. I like it.
Alrighty, where were we? We were just talking about. What was our last subject we were talking about?
Well, you kind of skipped over the PS4.
Yeah, we were getting interrupted a little bit.
I'm very excited for 24, returning in May.
Yeah, did someone say something?
Yes.
Yeah, that is exciting. That was
Jack Bauer. Oh my God.
Right.
cool. I like how they were just kind of doing these little short 5-second things.
That was actually pretty
Who
cool.
called it?
And it was a whole thing. It was, I don't know if you
on.
realize that the teasers were actually the full commercial at the end.
Was it?
Yeah, so the first commercial was you just saw the flames of the car that was flipped upside
Yeah.
down. The second commercial was him walking with the gun,
Yeah.
which was at the end.
But
as
then you
well.
heard that little time thing. That
Right.
boom, boom.
I don't know if you guys didn't catch on to that, but
Dude,
No.
that used to be my ringtone for you.
Yeah.
How
I
much
need
do
to
you
put
have
that
to
back.
pay for like a 10-second clip?
Millions.
probably I would say for that first clip that was
Wasn't
only about
4
5
million
seconds.
for 30 seconds?
Yeah, so that first clip that was 5 seconds, about 5 seconds long, was about $500,000.
She-Bear, who's Will, he called last week twice. He's saying start earlier next week for Walking Dead. We're actually going to do the opposite next week. I'm hoping that everyone can come over, Mark. I don't know if you have the time, but everyone come over for The Walking Dead next week. We'll watch it from 9 to 10, and then right after Walking Dead ends, come on,
wonder if
and
we get away
we'll talk
with
about the episode
and
for a
we'll
little
do
bit.
the Talking
I
Dead.
wonder if we'd be able to get away with like doing like segments like during the show, just have the camera on the whole time, and just like have people they
We can definitely do that.
and just like talk during commercials.
Again, I feel like Twitch knows the Level Up show now. I feel like they trust us. So we could take a shot at it and do a little
Right.
bit of like a live stream of us watching The Walking Dead, and then we'll go right into the Level Up show after The Walking Dead ends.
Right.
We could try that.
Yeah.
Maybe next week,
We'll
maybe
see.
the week after.
Yeah.
What's your Skype again?
The Skype is the Level Up show, spelled exactly how it sounds. No abbreviations or anything like that.
Thank you.
If you guys want to add us, please do. The top one is our Twitch. Hard us on Twitch. That'll allow you to get alerts anytime we go live. After that, our Twitter. We'll do schedule updates as well as a ton of different stuff there. Same with Facebook. And then our blog is not very well established yet, but we'll be trying to do reviews and editorials there over time. And then finally, our 2 PSN IDs, mine and Mike's, are both at the bottom.
Yeah.
Feel free to add us, both of us.
We keep getting
Mike is running out, I'll be honest, because
Yeah,
he's on PS3.
I only have a few more slots available since the show started.
PS3 is limited to 200 friends. PS4 is 2,000 friends. So
Right. Right.
So I have a ton of spots left. I have like 1,800 or so.
Although
So-
soon I'll be able to get my PS4. So
Yeah.
okay.
Because you want to say actually that you got a new job.
Well, yeah. I mean, so for those of you that aren't following on Twitter, I mean, it's not that huge of a deal, but I did get a new job, which means it's going to allow me to get more time to devote to the show, as well as get the other equipment that we need for the show to make it a little bit better.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think I think this could be a good thing.
Yeah.
And She-Bear again was like Chris Hardwick has nothing on Level Up show. The guy who hosts.
Chris Hardwick
Talking
should
Dead.
be on the Level Up show.
I think he's awesome. He's a great.
I love
host.
Chris Hardwick.
He does a great job.
Can you
He
imagine?
paved the way for things like this, honestly.
Yeah.
So
He does a great job.
my
He's
God.
on the
We could
on the
get him
cup.
to call
Off the
in.
cup, I should
What
say.
was his first show he's ever done?
Oh man, that was way back. Wasn't it like Electronic Boutique or something like that way back?
Nope. It was before he did all geek stuff.
Sure, go ahead.
It was an MTV dating show.
Oh, really?
Wait,
Oh my
really?
god.
It was on an MTV dating show.
I need to see
long
that.
hair, like
I know.
surfer style long hair, and he was complete d-bag. It was awful.
I really respect him though, because especially with Talking Dead, sometimes he has these guest hosts on, and they're doing everything live.
Oh, yeah.
They're talking about the one good example was Marilyn Manson being on, and he was just going off on crazy things, and Chris Hardwick handled it so well.
Yeah, that was an
making it
awkward
funny,
episode.
segueing.
Right.
How do you even say segueing into just off of those crazy comments into great subject matter? He's a pro. Like he
great.
does a great job.
Can you
so.
imagine just having imagine if we get big enough to where we can have guests and you have him and Kevin Ferrer at the same time?
Why are we even discussing this?
How awesome would that
Don't
be?
get your hopes up.
Dude, that would be awesome.
It would
That
be
make my
awesome.
life.
Alright, if this is still going on like 6 months from now, we should totally tweet at Chris, and hopefully he'll give us a shout
Can you-
out.
When we're out of the basement.
Video
when we're out of the basement. How about
Video
that?
call, that would be awesome.
When we have our own place,
Anyway.
we got our own room
I gotta
devoted
say,
to this.
Have you guys seen After Midnight
Yes.
on Comedy Central?
I haven't. Yeah, you showed us the. Was that you that showed us it?
I don't think it was me.
Maybe was it Dan that showed us it and made us watch it the one time? P-Hush?
What was it?
I don't know.
After midnight.
After midnight? I think Dan made me
or
watch
was
it the one time.
I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know.
Anyway, it's on Comedy Central.
Ooh, he got someone
Chris
plugging
Hardwick hosts
himself.
it.
Right,
It's
multiple
totally
times.
great.
It's like
so
the fourth time.
It's got a plugger.
Yeah.
I love it.
Anyway,
All right.
so
Sorry about
news.
that. Let's move on. I was about to start talking about a game that I will never ever play, but there's stories that come out often, like this one, that I think is just so cool. And it's EVE Online. Have you heard of EVE Online? Because it's an MMO, but it's a space title, but there's this economy and this kind of like democracy in the game where people will take ownership of spaceships and whatnot, and they really develop these enormous things called Titans and stuff like this. It's been going on for years and years. So
EVE Online.
Oh,
not
Eve.
Eve.
EVE Online.
You said evil.
No, I said
Four
Eve.
times.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We all heard evil.
It blended together very
Oh my
quickly.
God,
like you
yeah.
said. So you're like,
Yeah, this was like
Online.
the craziest thing that's ever happened.
This is really cool. It's a battle started up because
Yeah.
someone forgot to pay their rent on a spaceship, on a starship, on an enormous starship that had a lot of crazy supplies and Titans and all this kind of stuff inside of it. So Team A, who forgot to pay rent, they're like, shit, we got to get in there and defend this thing. Team B is already on the go. Like,
Right.
we're taking
They
this
were
thing.
destroying
A battle
it,
enrages that goes on for days, costing $200,000 in real world money
Right.
that people
this
lost.
Is not $200,000 in-game currency. This is literally I put
Real world
$100, $200, and I lose all that. No, it is. No, seriously. Did you look at
There's
This is the
it's-
economy, though. People
it's-
pay for this kind of stuff.
If they
Daddy, what?
they do an equivalency, so you
Yes.
have a certain amount of
Good
game
job.
time is equivalent to so many real world dollars, and then they convert that into how much in-game currency it is. So it wasn't like $200,000 of actual currency in the world disappeared, but $200,000 worth of currency.
Yeah.
Right, well,
was
exactly.
destroyed.
That's
That's exactly what I-
It's not like $200,000
Because this
actually
wasn't
destroyed,
this was
but
2,000 players were involved in this.
Yes.
So if you had 2,000 players all putting money, having things that they paid money for destroyed,
Right.
then that's how you start accumulating
yes,
this
it's not like
loss.
the currency
Yes.
batches, but in the game it was destroyed. And
Right.
It's awesome. I love
It is
really.
awesome. And it wasn't just 2,000 players, it was 1,000 spaceships destroyed, and the big thing is 100 Titans. Now, if you want to find out how big a deal this is, look it up on YouTube and find out how much work needs to go into making a Titan. It's ridiculous. And 100 of them are lost. This is unheard of. There's not even been close to this many Titans ever lost in a battle before.
Right.
This thing, it sounds like it was unbelievable. Like, this is the biggest thing that's ever happened in this game yet. And a lot of people were excited about it, because it's
Yeah.
cool.
It's an awesome thing to see happen. I mean, it sucks for these guys, but it's kind of the reaction I imagine almost all of them having, for the most part, except for some of them, is like your reaction with "Don't Starve." Where like,
Yeah.
it's like you're like so pissed and like excited at the same time, just of how crazy it is. I think that's the exact same reaction that a lot of these guys had.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it had to get to a point where these guys on team, I guess it would be Team B, the ones trying to defend their home base.
Right.
They were being destroyed, supposedly.
Yes.
It had to get to a point where it's like, is it really worth it, this stuff that we have in this base anymore? Because we've lost 57 Titans. We've lost this many. Like, is it worth it? Do we back out now? But it became like a pride thing at that point. It's like, we've been in this battle for 2 days now. We can't back out now.
Right.
If everyone's watching it,
Right, and
like,
everybody's
it's like,
right. It's like a
just-
pride thing at that point. I
it's
think they were
really
just
cool.
going for just the excitement.
I thought that was so interesting. A game I would never play.
No,
But-
it's way too in depth
Yeah.
for me to be actually
very cool though that this kind of stuff happens. Okay, another note here, take 2 to 3 calls. So once again, guys, getting our show there, thank you.
Someone has to go.
Yeah, we are the Level Up
Damn,
Show.
that's hilarious.
We are a gaming dedicated video cast. We are broadcasting through PlayStation Live, and we're also broadcasting through Twitch. You can watch us on the PC as well. You can find all of our different ad locations here. Twitch especially, please add us on, because if you heart us there, you'll get alerts through email to let you know when we go live.
I am the new co-host. My name is Kristen Marie.
Yes, that is her name.
In college, we figured out that my stripper name would be Teddy DeMarco.
What?
Not a very
Oh my God.
That is a terrible stripper name.
Well, it was the name of your first pet, and then the street that you grew up on.
awful.
So my first pet was a hamster named Teddy, and my street was DeMarco, so Teddy DeMarco.
I guess mine would be Molly Rhonda.
Molly Rhonda. Go around, Dan, what's yours?
Domino Berkshire.
That's actually awesome.
Domino
That is awesome.
I like it.
Domino Berkshire.
That's awesome.
That's a great stripper name.
What's yours?
It would be Patches Silver Birch.
Oh, alright.
That's actually good too.
That sounds more like a pirate name than anything else.
Oh, I'm thinking of Patches O'Houlihan.
Arr.
Patches O'Houlihan.
Speaking of Eve, though, I had read a story where somebody's apparently spent months infiltrating an organization and worked their way up as part of a sabotage effort.
Like a mole.
Yes, and to totally dismantle it.
It's awesome.
It's absurd, and I know the developers of Eve are also working on a more like worldly based MMO of a similar nature.
Cool.
That involves like vampires and werewolves. So really
What's in
similar
right now?
tropes.
I saw Bree said that she's on Don't Starve. That's an awesome game, Bree. I'm on day 52 now, I think. This is the furthest I've ever gotten. That game's really addictive, especially once you die. You just want to get right back into it and figure out how you can get further. Really fun game. And it was free, too, with PlayStation Plus. So.
Wait, someone said no, it wasn't my pet that was named Teddy. It wasn't my pet that was named DeMarco. That is my street. It's your first pet and your first street. Teddy DeMarco.
Yeah, let's hear some people on here. What would you be your stripper name?
Your first pet and your first street. I think Dan's is the best. What is
Yeah,
it?
yours is the best.
Domino Berkshire.
That's
Domino
awesome name.
Berkshire.
Domino. Domino is an awesome stripper name.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and as Mark just posted in the chat room there, our
Oh!
What the heck
You
just
poured that
happened?
right on your head. You are a jackass.
it's okay. I was holding.
What did you
I
do?
was holding the thing as I pointed towards the screen. Could you?
Oh, it's dripping.
Can I
Okay.
clean it?
Yeah, paper towel.
Damn. If anyone calls us,
We
can
got
try
someone
it.
drinking.
We have someone ready.
Muffin cooler.
Muffin Granada.
Oh, I like that.
That's all.
That's dirty.
Muffin Granada.
That's dirty. Oh, alright, I don't know if we can continue this.
I want to
What's
hear
up, Danny?
some other
Yay!
names.
I spilled a beer.
Or whatever you want to call
Mike,
It wasn't beer.
you
towels.
missed it.
No.
What did I miss?
Andrew Pete.
All.
Our stripper names. Your
And now everyone's
first.
got a good shot of me.
We'll tell you our names. It's your first
Aw,
pet
yeah.
and your first street that you lived on. So mine is Teddy DeMarco.
Mine is Molly Rhonda.
His is the best.
Domino Berkshire.
That's actually pretty. That is actually pretty cool. Isn't it?
Barney Leatherwood.
Barney Leatherwood.
Oh,
Spooky
man. I like
Ashland.
that.
Spooky
Oh,
Ashland.
man,
That's
that's the
pretty bad.
best.
What was yours?
Heidi Blackwood.
Heidi Blackwood.
I like it.
That's a
Tiny
girl stripper name.
Blackwood? Come on.
Alright, we got.
It doesn't get much better.
Well, Articus is saying Heidi Lake would be their stripper name, so
Okay.
Right.
we got 2 Heidis here.
Oh, then you already had one right there.
Sorry about that, guys. I'm an idiot.
She doesn't video.
A little bit.
I love these stripper names.
Hager Paddock.
Butch Hawthorne.
Butch Hawthorne.
I was about to say, anyone who wants to Skype with us, it's open right now. And anyone can call in. It's the Level Up Show, as Mark posted.
So what story did I miss? Anything?
No, we were just talking about stripper names.
Sanko Ferry.
Psycho.
Loved
This is
it.
great.
Thank
I
you for
love this.
contributing. That was awesome.
Wow.
I still think Dan is the best.
Yeah, Dan's is the best by
This is
far.
the best.
Alright.
I really hope some of these names start like friend requesting us, because this would be perfect.
Yeah, definitely. Anyone who wants to friend request us, as someone just did right now, it's at the bottom.
Yours is like a British stripper.
Mine is Drew M1788, and Mike is Noob Guru.
Bud
On
Mayfield.
it. Bud Mayfield, not bad.
Sam Norston.
I was actually surprised that was still available when I got it.
Yeah.
Snuffy Ridge.
You got it pretty early.
Not early.
Barney Manor. Bushy Brook.
Bushy Brook.
Oh my God.
That's one.
Mark,
by
it's
far.
not with zeros, though.
No?
It's just Noob Guru, no, like, crazy stuff.
I thought it was.
It's Noobguru.
Brenda's is
Bushy
literally
Brook.
the best.
Bushy Brook.
Bushy Brook.
Oh my God.
That's good.
That's
I've been putting
definitely.
these
I think that's
names
already a
on
shipper
for
name.
like-
That might be.
Buddy
is.
Sterling.
Bushy Brook.
All right, Google it.
Buddy Sterling.
We're moving on.
Moving on.
Moving on up, moving on up.
Oh man.
Alrighty, where was
Teddy
I?
DeMarco here.
Alright. Got a lot of Xbox One rumors this week. Here's another one for you. This was a whole big leak that happened on NeoGAF the other day from a guy supposedly inside Microsoft that just decided to go
about the-
nuts and just post a ton of shit. So first, Halo 5 not releasing this year.
Nope. And don't care either.
Okay. In its place is going to be Halo 2 Anniversary with online multiplayer
Right,
components.
which
and
I'm
whatnot.
actually excited about because that was actually the one that we used to destroy constantly.
That was my favorite.
I miss Halo 1.
Harry
Dude,
Court.
yeah, no, you miss
I
headshotting
miss
people
the
with a pistol.
and snipers on Hang 'em High.
Yeah. No, Halo 2 was probably the best one. Just it was what me, you, Dan,
Yeah.
and then who else was it?
Eric,
Dewis,
John.
Eric was pain in the
For the
ass.
high jump
Jumping
out.
B.
Shotgun to the
What was it
team's
called?
face.
Where you found those like secret like things where you jump on it and it would shoot you up real high.
Oh, I know what you're talking
It was
about.
a glitch.
Yeah, it was a glitch.
It would send you above the map.
Yeah.
And it actually made it kind of fun in a way.
Right.
That everyone was trying to glitch and get to these locations first.
Well, we would have we actually had LAN parties at his house.
Yeah.
And so there would be 8 of us playing, at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
and we would play a couple. And whenever that one in Destroyed City was easily our favorite, just because there was
yeah.
this ship that you could take to the top with a sniper, and everybody was trying to find the sniper and find the ship at the same time. It was just.
I want to comment on that because
What?
there's been some news about that. Supposedly, Watch Dogs is actually going to be a little later than people are expecting. Supposedly, it might
Yes.
be even after June.
Really? I didn't hear that part. Where did you
June
hear that one?
2020.
Yeah, not that far, but supposedly it might be after June, which sucks. But
Where did you get that one from?
it's just been rumors. Been spread out recently. It might even be in here, but we were talking about a bunch of Xbox One rumors that leaked. There was a guy called Not Colonel on NeoGAF that just decided to go nuts and just say, "Screw Microsoft, I'm leaking everything." This happens sometimes, but never, I think, to this extent, and
No.
never this specific.
No, and
this is like
apparently it's
all
like-
their future releases and like
Yeah,
release
and
dates.
apparently Microsoft's not very happy.
Oh no, they're chasing the guy. They're
Yeah.
trying to figure out who it is, and they want to sue him.
Yeah.
So Halo 2 Anniversary this holiday with beta access for Halo 5, which might not come out until holiday 2015
No.
supposedly. So that's a long ways away, which sucks. I think that was one of their big titles this year. People were looking forward to. After that, this is huge as well. A white
Xbox.
discless Xbox One
I didn't
coming
hear
sometime this year.
Combo of white discless. I just heard white Xbox
So
One.
supposedly the rumor is that the white is the discless.
Huh.
But the part that's almost unbelievable, and this would be, I think, thievery almost, is that it's $400.
With a bigger hard drive.
If you're getting rid of, I don't care, if you're getting rid of a disk drive, you better not be taking off just $100.
Really?
Yes, no, that should be $300
Okay.
without a disk drive.
I think the reason they're off balancing is that it's a terabyte hard drive instead.
Even Pactor commented on this. He's like, "There's no way this is true. This is ridiculous. If they
Yeah.
try and sell this at $400 without a disk drive,
Right.
like that's just
And
asinine."
I completely agree. I think the reason the excuse they're going to give is that it's going to have a 1 terabyte hard drive.
Okay.
So I don't know,
Hard drive space
think
becomes
it's-
cheaper and cheaper, so.
Right. No, I completely agree. I just
I still think it would be bullshit if they did that. We'll see. Quantum Break is coming this holiday, according to this guy. Holiday
Yes.
2014. Sunset Overdrive also this year, end of year, maybe like August, like fall area. That looks pretty promising. The guy says that it's this weird future where you drink this thing that turns you either into a monster, the monsters that you kind of see in the game, or it might kill you. And there's this
Right.
overarching corporation like Umbrella or something that made this mixed drink that is like turning all these people bad and quarantines the city. But it's like a bad corporation or something like that.
Yeah.
But the kind of reason that it's on Xbox One supposedly is because of marketing actually. Supposedly because of the cloud access, they're going to be constantly updating this world with
Without people
marketing material.
okay.
Like changing all the
So like
billboards
the billboards
for like
have like actual ads.
actual ads on it, which kind of I don't think people are gonna like really warm to that much.
I don't think it's.
I don't have a problem with it because it kind of makes the world feel a lot more real.
Right.
A lot of people are like, so you're advertising to me and I'm paying for it, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I think people have issues.
People
with that kind
bitch
of stuff.
about everything.
People bitch
People
about that kind of
just
stuff.
stop
They
complaining.
will bitch about this.
They're gonna play the.
They will bitch about
I know
this.
they will. It's just,
I want to shout out to Rickster5280. It is his first time viewing, and he loves what he sees.
Nice.
good to hear.
Welcome, Rickster.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're the Level Up Show. We're on every Sunday. This is a little different this week, but typically
Right.
we're on every Sunday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard.
Gregory! I'm glad that happened. I'm actually really glad that happened. All right. Anyway.
Call.
Greg, call.
Greg,
Call
call
in.
Get it up. Make sure it's ready to go.
What was I gonna say though? Bree said something about
Audio call, please, Greg. Sorry. Please do an audio call.
about there being new characters on Don't Starve.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of characters in Don't Starve that a lot of people don't realize are there, but as you
Yeah.
get further into that game and you make it to day 10, 20, 30, you unlock new characters.
He's awesome.
Greg!
Stop.
What's up, man?
Can I just tell you what happened to me?
Go ahead.
What?
I won $4,000.
What?
What? How'd that happen?
I did a pool at my job that we do every year, and I won the first year. I won $2,000. Last year, I'm like, okay, I have to try it again. I didn't win anything. Just now, my boss says I'm leaving my job. That's why I wasn't here all night. I missed you guys. Every second of the way, I'm like, I need to go home. Level Up Show, please. I'm like,
You won $4,000.
I think it's okay, Greg.
I'm coming to Philly, and I'm buying you guys the best wedding present. Like,
Now, you know what's funny though? Wait, did you do like a football pool? Is that how you won it?
yeah.
Alright, so I literally said that the only people that won football pools this year are the idiots that don't know anything about football and just said, oh, okay, I'll do this number and this number. Sounds great, let's do it.
Literally, my life. My boss is like, okay. I'm like, sports and stuff. Cool. Like,
That's awesome, man.
that's funny
Congrats.
as hell, man.
I'm glad you could join
I'm
us.
so happy I'm here. I'm like, they're not going to be on when I get home. I started crying at my job.
We stayed on for you.
Yeah, man.
I love you guys more than my life. I'm going to hang up because I video called, but I was so excited to see you guys. I'll be chatting and all that. Love you all equally.
Woo!
Love
Man,
you.
thanks for calling in.
Of course. Bye, guys.
See you, man.
Bye. Oh my God, Greg.
That's nuts. Huh?
You could kill video feed on Skype.
I think when they call though, they choose the video or audio, and I can turn off my video on my end, but I don't think I can turn off their video.
No,
on
but
their
if he
end.
turns off his video,
Yeah, he
it's on
can.
the bandwidth.
Yeah, he can.
You know, goddamn Batman said, congratulations, but I'm still richer.
Goddamn Batman's awesome. Oh man, where were
Two
we?
favorite characters.
And we did cheer to Philip Seymour Hoffman earlier.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we already did.
We're really
Did
sad about
cheer.
that. He's a great actor. Just really excellent actor.
phenomenal.
He was like
character.
really
Rest
getting
in
in.
peace.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He won for Capote, am I right? And he was nominated for a few other things such as Doubt. He was really good at Doubt.
That was creepy but awesome.
He was
I loved it.
excellent in Doubt.
It was-
His scenes with Meryl Streep and,
Oh my God.
and him are just, you get so
Phenomenal.
involved in it because the performances between the two of them are just mind-blowing. It's just like, these are masters of their craft, like both in one scene together, completely feeding off each other. That was a great movie. So it sucks that he's not going to be in the next Hunger Games, and he had a show coming to Showtime later this year that's now canceled. It sucks. So R.I.P. Philip Seymour Hoffman. You will be missed.
So not as upsetting as Heath Ledger when I found out.
Oh, I was very upset about Heath Ledger too, but I was more scared. I was like, what about The Dark Knight? No! Did he finish filming?
Oh my god.
And he did, so it's okay.
Greg, yes, because otherwise you don't have anywhere to go. I don't have anything to tell you what to do.
Yeah, Greg, I want to hear Greg's stripper name. Did you say it's the first pet and your first street? Let us know, Greg. Let's move back into our news
Oh,
stories.
did anything come out definitely on MLB The Show? I got asked this the other day.
I think it comes out in March.
I was going to say, I think it's either March or
That's
April.
usually when it comes out.
I thought it was April.
It's usually right around the beginning of the baseball season.
Pebbles Columbus.
That is awesome. I think Breeze is better.
I think it's time to discover a new world.
What was Breeze? Was that?
No, Bree, I think yours is definitely
Bushy
better.
Brook is pretty damn good.
Bushy Brook is
Yeah,
definitely
totally
better.
better.
I don't
Best
know.
one
Mine's
of all.
Bushy Brook.
It flows like a
Bushy
river.
Brook
God.
and Pebbles Columbus.
Oh no, don't do that. She's trying to set them up.
No, I'm not. They Skype. I mean, they don't Skype. They Snapchat.
Okay. All right.
Snapchat.
What
What?
does that mean?
New guru.
Wink. Says he has an F? What?
Oh.
What was that thing about my friend request?
Can't send a friend request, Mike. Moo Guru. He has to send a F.
It might be because you're on PlayStation 3.
Yeah,
Mike's
so
on PlayStation 3.
I'm on
so it's a little
PS3 right
different.
now, so it's a little
Lucky
different. You
you.
can only add me through the PlayStation app,
Yeah.
a PS Vita, or a PS3 console.
Okay, is that the way
So
it
that's
works?
the only way it works right now.
Yeah.
If you're on PS4, you
Oh,
can't
speaking
add
of that, guys, make sure you download the PlayStation app because they just updated it. You can now watch us live from the PlayStation app.
like Greg.
Like Greg has. If you're at work
I
and,
think that's what Greg did earlier.
and you're free and you have nothing to do, you can watch us on the PlayStation app now. So that's pretty cool.
I think Greg is our official fan spokesperson.
Yeah, I'm a little disappointed you didn't call in going, "It's my best friends on the neighborhood show."
Oh, let's introduce ourselves since we're getting up there.
Okay, we have a new guy this week.
Our guest.
Go ahead, Dan.
I'm Dan.
Yeah.
I came to watch the Super Bowl and I'm still here.
More of a PC guy, not typical for the show.
Right.
I'm Andrew. This is my fiance. Say your name.
Kristen, this is Ricky.
Kristen.
What was that? Go ahead.
Mike.
I'm Mark.
Also known as Jax.
No, we don't tell people
We don't
that.
tell
We
people.
don't bring attention to it.
But you are.
Jax.
Oh, you're ruining my drug
Andrew.
business.
Andrew,
What?
what do you
Should we
think
introduce
about
Annie?
Thief?
I get this question all the time, and every time I have to say the same thing.
I don't know.
I'm not that
anything
excited about it.
You gotta
I'm
remember, this
sorry.
has been in development for what, 6 years?
Yeah, it's
That's
a cross.
bad situation.
It's a cross-generation title. It didn't grab my attention from the very beginning. If it turns out to come out and get insane reviews, and I'm on a drought and I don't know what to get, yeah, maybe I'll get it. But right now, it's not blowing me away. I did like the original Thief back on the PC way back, but this one just didn't grab me. So we'll see what happens.
Fear the beard.
But again, we said who we are, but we are the Level Up Show. We are a video game discussion video cast. We talk about the news stories from the previous week. We talk about what we've been playing. We typically have a topic of the week. This week's a little different for us. We're doing a Super Bowl after show, so we're just doing news stories, and we're wrapping up pretty soon, actually. So let's move on to the next. No, let's keep going with what we were talking about. We were doing a whole bunch of Xbox One leaks that came out on NeoGAF from a guy called Not Colonel, who now Microsoft is trying to investigate because he works at Microsoft supposedly. They're trying to figure out who he is so they can sue him or whatever they want to do. The next one is that Forza Horizon, another Forza Horizon, is coming out this year,
Yes.
which is cool. Now, if you don't know what Forza Horizon is, that was almost like an open world Forza.
I loved it.
Which a lot of people really liked.
I liked it a lot because you could just drive around and it's gorgeous to see.
Yeah.
It was great. So
a lot of titles coming this year supposedly. Halo 5 was pushed to next year, but there's stuff to kind of fill in that gap at years.
Yeah.
It seems. I mean, the other one is Crackdown 3, but supposedly that's a few years away, like 2016, a few years away. But it might even be revealed this E3 as like a very short teaser. And then the last couple leaks that we got, we already talked about this, but Black Tusk, the game that they were working on was supposedly called Shang Heist. It was this like covert heist mission in China. That was canceled for Gears of War, supposedly. And then finally, no, that's it. Those are all the big leaks. Okay.
Let Bogey back down.
Yeah, you can let him down.
yes.
I think we'll be okay. Calm down. He's right
What
there.
time do we stream on Sunday nights usually?
9:30.
10.
We're gonna do
Oh,
it.
that's true.
We're gonna do 10.
We are changing, guys.
Yeah.
The Walking Dead is now on Sundays, and we have to watch The Walking Dead. Next week we'll probably just start right after The Walking Dead, but you know we might get to a point where we actually stream us live watching The Walking Dead, and then we'll go right into the Level Up show. Right after Walking Dead ends, we'll do like a Talking Dead of sorts. And then we'll go into our normal Level Up show. So we're gonna start at 10 o'clock probably from now on, after The Walking Dead ends, on Sundays at Eastern Standard Time.
What's the girl drinking? I'm drinking a wine cooler.
This is a wine cooler. We're sharing it. Cherry Fizz.
This is Bogey, our pet dog, not a cat.
Yeah, what else would it be besides a pet
The
dog?
03, Black Ops 3.
He
Are
could be
they
our
doing the Black
food.
Ops 3?
He could be your servant.
He could be. Bogeyman.
My child.
Alrighty, let's go to our last couple stories here.
Please follow us on Twitch or Twitter.
There was an official Sony wireless headset leaked.
Yes.
On a lot of online retailers. It looks really cool.
Yeah. It looks very
7.1
comfortable.
virtual surround sound, folds up to become smaller. Listed for $130. And the
It's a
question
little cheaper than the
Yeah,
previous.
it
one.
looks really solid. Looks like a nice headset. The question is, now that this is going to have a wireless support for this headset, does that mean that they're going to
Other
start
ones,
patching in the
previous
other
ones.
ones?
And I'm gonna say no.
I probably agree.
Yeah.
Maybe
And
the
it's
Pulse
gonna be a
Elite,
little
but we'll see.
unfortunate, but it's just it's money for them.
Yeah.
And that's really what it comes down to. And it stinks, but that's what it comes down to. Plus, it looks like a better headset. The problems with the first headset, it was kind of unsturdy and it didn't really hold up that well.
Yeah.
The second headset was not very comfortable from what I understand. So this one hopefully...
This one looks very comfy. Look at the pictures online. IGN, I think, has a picture up. It has this real nice like cushion, it looks like, around the entire band. It looks like it fits nice on your head. So if you have $130 and you don't already have a wireless headset, maybe look forward to that one in the coming months.
That's a lot of money for a headset.
It is a lot of money.
I wouldn't buy that.
If you don't want a wireless headset, there is still the jack on the back of the controller for a wired microphone. You can put it right into the back here. The one that comes with the PS4, as uncomfortable as it is, works really, really well. It has nice, nice clear audio. Yeah, nice. Okay.
Oh wait, I want to say something else.
Sure, go ahead.
If we don't get to all of your questions, how can they contact you?
Twitter.
Twitter. Well, you can message us directly on PSN. You can email us. Why don't you put this for me? If you have like a long question, do the levelupshow@gmail.com. That's level spelled LVL. If you have any suggestions, questions, if you want to submit an intro music or artwork for the contest that we currently have ongoing, please send that to the email that we have.
And he will get back to you.
Yeah, I'll get back to you. Don't worry. I definitely will. Yeah. I'm sorry that we can't answer everyone's questions, but a lot filters through. We're also trying to talk about the news stories, so we're balancing the two. It makes it really difficult for us sometimes. So I'm sorry if we didn't get to you.
I saw one, I think Crow was asked about H-Hour. Is H-Hour legit?
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know if
legit.
that means, like, if it was, is it serious? Like, yes.
The real game. I think it was Kickstarted, right?
It was Kickstarted. It was originally on Kickstarter. I actually... I try to contribute to it, and the one thing that I was about to contribute to, and it literally just sold out.
Okay.
So I haven't contributed to it yet.
It has a lot of the original SOCOM 2 team. It looks like a spiritual successor.
Right.
Yeah. It looks good. It looks good for anyone that was a big SOCOM fan. It looks like the SOCOM of old. After that, what do we got? We talked about the February PlayStation Plus deals, but let me just say one more time if anyone didn't hear from earlier. Real quick, PS4 is getting Outlast on Tuesday.
Yes.
PS3 is getting Metro Last Light, Remember Me, and Payday 2. And Vita is getting Mod Nation Racers Road Trip and Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Every single one of the titles I just said is free for all of February. It's just $50 a year for PlayStation Plus, and every single month has free games like this. If you are not a PlayStation Plus member, you are doing it wrong. We've said that a million times, but it really is a great deal. You get more than just games even. You get a lot of beta access. You get a lot of software stuff that you don't get otherwise. It's a great service. Alrighty.
What happened?
Your tongue's blue. I know. I see it. Why? Because you were drinking blue stuff.
Danny has a blue tongue. She
I
was licking some Smurfs.
want to remind everyone real quick that the Skype is up right now. If you want to call about any of the news stories we've already discussed, our Skype is the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds. We are currently online for you to call. Please do an audio call if you do call, so that we don't destroy the bandwidth.
Hey, say hi, Greg.
This is our last news story segment here.
No? Alright.
So, release dates for a couple of AAA PS4 titles. Not specific release dates, but kind of range. The Order 1886 is supposedly autumn, meaning not holiday. There's a difference between autumn and holiday. Autumn typically means like September, October, around there, which typically means...
Daddy, why are you
Daddy
sweaty?
and Uncle Drew are both sweaty because we're...
Yes.
Bree, if you have to go, thank you for joining. And
Bree, thanks so much for watching us again.
Have a good night, Bree.
But typically that means if there's an autumn title, that typically means they're saving holiday for something else. I have no idea what that is. Maybe it'll be an E3 announcement.
Yes.
I doubt it's going to be like Uncharted. Don't get that in your mind. But there probably will be something else that they're pushing as their holiday title. Other than that, supposedly Drive Club is after Infamous. So it sounds like Infamous is going to be their March title, and then somewhere,
I would say probably June, July.
That's what it sounds like Drive Club's going to be. It's going to be anywhere between Infamous Second Son and The Order. So that's a range of like 4 or 5 months there that it could be. It could be April, but it's probably going to be more like May, June, somewhere like that. They're really taking their time with that. I have a feeling Sony saw what they were doing and were like, this looks like it could be really good. Take your time with it. Get it out in the drought of summer. next year. There's always this drought in summer for gaming, so I think it might be actually a good idea for that. People will hopefully by that point forget that it was a launch PlayStation Plus title, see what it is at that point and be like, this looks great. Like, this is a racing title of the summer for me.
I'm just hoping that it's going to be... What are we looking at?
What the extension on the controller is for? He's asking about the extension on the controller. Typically that's for a microphone port, but it might be even more than that. Typically they leave that kind of thing open for all different kind of things, peripheral extensions and whatnot. That doesn't mean we know right now. Right now it's just a microphone jack, but in the future it might be much more. Might be like a motion thing. Who knows?
Because we're playing.
Arkham Origins DLC canceled for the Wii U.
What was it?
The Arkham Origins DLC was canceled.
It was canceled for Wii U, which is not surprising given the other news that we've come out recently.
Nintendo
It's just another nail in the coffin.
Sent an email out to people that had ordered Arkham Origins saying that there wasn't enough support for the title and therefore DLC would not be coming to it. But they'd be fully refunded, which is great.
Right.
But this is just
another nail for them. It's literally bad.
It's that bad that third parties aren't even willing to release DLC that they probably almost developed already.
Right. It's probably pretty much done.
It's probably like 75% done, and they're like, it's not even worth it finishing this.
Right.
Like, that's depressing.
Right.
This is bad. Bad news for Nintendo. They need to refresh or something. We've said this a million times, but it gets even
We have
worse.
some other news about them, right?
Go ahead if I don't. You might not.
We really?
Yeah, go ahead.
They actually confirmed that they're actually going to be developing mobile applications, whether or not it's actually specific Mario games or
doesn't mean Mario.
But I mean, that's big for them. I mean, they were the ones, kind of saying it's not worth it at all. They were the big ones saying it's not, gaming.
And they were talking about changing their structure.
Right.
This is it.
And Iwata actually confirmed. It was a rumor at first, and everybody was like, I don't know how I'm going to feel about that. And they actually 100% confirmed it. So. And
this might steamroll into other devices.
Yes.
I don't want to say that yet. That's a far off thing, but we could potentially see Xbox and PlayStation getting Nintendo titles eventually, if things just keep getting worse, maybe for Nintendo, which would be a wild thing to happen. So that's it for our news stories. Let's see if we can get a few calls now that we're finished with news. One more time, the Skype is the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds. Audio only, please, as Mark just wrote on there. Anyone, please call in. We'll talk about any of the news stories that we previously discussed, or maybe if you're playing a game that you want to talk about. Let's try and keep it gaming dedicated. Moo Guru.
Where do you get Moo Guru from?
I think Movie Man just likes to do stuff like that. I don't know.
Because he said that twice, so I don't know if maybe it was like a joke or something like that, or he was actually reading it wrong.
Stony Killer.
We just read your name, Stony Killer 76.
Stony Killer.
Greg Berga. Mark.
Yes, Greg.
Hey, Danny, say hi, Greg.
Say hi, Greg. Danny steals the show. She's a star.
Hey.
Say hi, Greg. No?
Say hi to everyone, Danny. Wait.
Say hi. Just say hi. She's hurt herself. When are they going to sort out the message pacing? Yeah, there's a little bit of lag with a few things. With friend requests, especially, messages take forever. The messages that are attached with friend requests take forever to show up. It's really annoying.
Can I say that I'm sick and tired of waiting for them to put a USB drive attachment in the PS4? When are we going to have that?
Yeah, because we've been trying to watch movies and we want to watch it through the PS4, and we
have to hook up the PS3,
because it doesn't have support for external hard drives. Yeah, that's one of the things they haven't supported yet. The thing that they keep saying is coming, that hasn't come yet.
It hasn't come at all. And someone was asking about the update that they're going to add to the PS4, and we still don't know. They haven't.
It'll come in the next couple months, supposedly, but we don't know exactly what's included with it. Hopefully it'll be DLNA support, MP3 playback support, external hard drive support. These are all things that are highly desired and tweeted about consistently to Shuhei Yoshida, wherever else. So hopefully it's coming very soon. Caught it.
What are we drinking?
Got the reflexes of a jungle cat.
D-A-N-I. Danielle.
No, that's it. One.
She wants a chewy mint.
They're chewy mints. We love chewy mints here.
Guys, we're going to shut down in like 5 minutes, so if you want to get a call in.
Oh my god!
If you want to get a call in, please do it now. Skype, the Level Up Show.
Void 800 can't find us.
Yes.
Find us
yes,
where?
This is Adam Sandler, and I'm Morgan Webb.
This is our information.
Yeah, all this stuff down here. If you're trying to find us on Twitch through the app on iPad or something like that, don't. Go on PC. For some reason, the Twitch app sucks. I hate that thing. If you're not like, if you're not playing certain things or you're not live directly at that moment, you won't find us. So go on your computer, go to this website, twitch.tv/levelupshow, heart us, go to Twitter, follow us, go to Facebook, follow us, go to all these different things, and add me and Mike on PSN.
Someone asked earlier if this was X Play with Adam Sandler and Morgan Webb. So yes, this is Adam Sandler and I'm Morgan Webb.
Okay.
Right. It's, by the way,
Are they saying I'm Adam Sandler?
Well, it's Adam Sessler first of all.
Okay, gotcha. Never mind.
Right, but
they were trying to say I look like Adam Sandler. I've never gotten that before.
hilarious.
That would be ridiculous. Stop looking at me, Schwan.
I put on weight ever since X Play stopped. I apologize.
And grew hair.
It's goddamn.
I'm the king.
She's
Would
the
you be the
king.
She's the king of the world.
The queen.
Has she been watching
Queen of the
Titanic or something?
world.
No. Oh. And yeah, Kristen is Blair Herter.
You know what that reminds me of?
Isn't it Blair Underwood?
I don't know what you're talking
Well,
about.
there's Blair Herter.
Okay.
I saw, what movie was it?
Oh.
What was that one movie with the little kid?
Prisoners?
No, with the little kid that I had never seen, and then I saw it, and you were shocked that I didn't ever see
Oh,
it.
The Sixth Sense.
I just saw The Sixth Sense for the first time
Wait,
a couple
really?
years
And
ago.
she didn't know how to end it.
And I didn't know how it ended.
How did you avoid that
I know. It was awesome to watch it with her, knowing that she didn't know how to end
Oh
it.
my God.
All that time.
And she was blown
That's
away.
like watching Star Wars for the first time
That
with
was
this
a good
one.
movie.
And she didn't know that Darth Vader was Luke's father.
I don't know anything. I don't know anything.
She didn't know.
No, I know stuff, just not that stuff.
I think it's awesome because I get to watch these things with her and be
Who
like,
wants to know you?
see someone react to these huge things that most people know through pop culture.
Right.
So it's kind of funny actually. Someone was asking, Drive Club. We just talked about Drive Club. The rumor is that it's coming anywhere between Infamous Second Son and Order 1886, which probably means like May to June. I would say. They keep pushing it back. Not that they pushed it back. There's been no official release date, but it sounds like they're putting more and more work into this because I think they have an idea that it's going to be good. Actually,
Yeah.
I think that they're putting some stock on that game, performing well this summer.
So did you play anything at all this week?
Just Don't Starve.
That's it again.
I'm on day 52 on Don't Starve. I made it through winter for the first time. I really went nuts. I stockpiled like 50 rabbits in like 12 different chests. I constructed a winter hat. I constructed 2 of them actually, so that I could actually venture out in winter and start hunting. So I'm really starting to figure out some stuff now.
Yeah.
The danger though going out in winter is there's something called a deer clops, which is a merging of a deer monster with a cyclops, and it can kill you in like one shot. If this thing finds you, it'll run through all your stone walls and you're done. That's it.
Really?
It almost reminds you of, you remember Ski Free?
Ski Free with the bubbles.
Yep. It's almost like that.
Bitch.
No matter
There's
what, it's
no
gonna
way to
get
get
you.
away from it.
If you find it,
I actually got ran it for a while the one time.
There's ways to kill it, but you need to be pretty far. Like you need to have like good armor, good weapons, magic maybe even. So I'm hoping I never find this thing because I'm done. I'm done if it finds
That's
me.
funny. I can't wait to play this one.
It's awesome.
What's T-bowing? I forget.
T-bowing is something a football player would do.
Oh yes, that's it.
Yeah.
I think we should end the show all T-bowing.
I thought we were gonna dance.
We're gonna dance.
Well, we're gonna T-bow because it's
We're
Super
gonna
Bowl
dance.
Sunday.
I got dance music.
I actually started playing Lego Marvel though.
Oh yeah, talk about that.
So that was actually really entertaining. Like I was surprised. I hate Lego games. I really hate them.
Really? I'm surprised.
You know, I want to like them, but some things like it's weird. They pitch it as a child's game, you know, so that they're gonna get all these kids into it. But then they make some of these puzzles like pretty hard. Like and like not to where I can't figure them out, but I'm like, why would you do that? This is a much simpler way to do this.
You can't get past a puzzle. You look at it, it says E for everyone, ages 8 and up.
Right, and you're just like,
what?
Nope, an 8-year-old never gonna get this.
It's
This
a
is all
zoo
good.
tonight.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Can't make a
Oh
show
my
by
God.
yourself. You guys are very brave.
I'm not sure what that means actually, but
cool,
thank you.
Great.
If that was a compliment, I'm not sure. It might actually have been an insult. I'm not
Team
sure.
up.
Oh, sure. But
Team up.
Thank you for the friend request. Anyone who's friend requesting us,
we're gonna
please.
go and add you right away as soon as we can.
Right after
For me,
this.
when I get home, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But no, it's fun. So on top of it being just like story, like with most of the Lego games, it's like you go to one level, then you go to another level, and there's collectibles and hidden areas. And the cool thing with Lego games is, as you go on, you unlock other characters. So at the beginning of the game, you can only be Iron Man and Hulk.
Okay.
But there's certain areas that only like Spider-Man or Hawkeye can get through. So you have to go back and play those levels again to get to those secret areas.
Now, is this a game that Danny can play?
She's been playing with me. She's been playing with me a lot. So.
I said sorry.
Hey, Matt, how you doing, man?
It's me, Matt, again.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Well, looks like I'm actually going to be stealing the show with most of these calls. I mean, I'm surprised that no one's actually been calling you guys except for Greg.
Yeah. Greg always calls and you always call, so at least we have you guys.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about, man?
All right, I'd like to wrap up this show of yours by talking about the Steam boxes.
Okay.
About the Steam boxes, can you actually build your own Steam boxes from scratch?
Not from scratch.
Well, the thing is, this is what my problem with Steam is. Right. Steam Box is that all Steam Box is Steam OS with a Steam controller. Right. You can download Steam OS. You can buy a Steam controller.
Right. So you can use
any computer can become a Steam Box.
Right.
So what's the point? I don't get it.
Right.
I've always thought the control was weird, and
I agree.
When I first saw the analogs, they looked exactly like loudspeakers to me.
Yeah. They're touchpads, and there's been a lot of complaints about the left touchpad not being an analog stick because it doesn't really benefit anyone to have a touchpad on the left side. It does on the right side. It makes perfect sense. Now they already modified the controller once to have a lot of new buttons to get rid of the touch screen. So maybe they'll modify it again if there's enough feedback saying we want an analog stick on the left side instead of touchpad. And I think that would greatly improve the controller, actually.
Yeah. But that could.
But the thing on top of that is Xbox One controllers, Xbox 360 controllers, they're all supported by a Steam Box. So if you really want, you can just use an Xbox 360 controller, which is a great controller for gaming. So really, you've got a lot of options. I don't think it's going to hurt them.
Cool. Yeah. IGN had done a clip like last week on to show how they made their custom Steam Box.
Okay, I didn't see that actually.
And they were giving away as a prize.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. Yeah, I mean, that's what's kind of nice, I guess, is that you can build anywhere from a $400 to a $2,000 box and get the quality that you want. I have no idea how it's going to do. Honestly, I don't think it's going to do very well, but we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well,
yeah.
Thanks for calling, man.
I got a question.
Oh, sure, go ahead. One more time.
You get the closed beta for PlayStation Now?
I didn't get it. Neither did Mike.
Me neither.
Yeah. I'm a little disappointed, but I did find out that it's a PS3 beta, so I'm not too disappointed. Right. Hopefully when the PS4 betas start, I'll get in on that.
Yeah.
How about you? You didn't get in on it either, right?
No, I didn't.
All right, man. Well, good luck to you.
All right.
Take care, man.
You too.
Bye.
Alrighty. You guys want to wrap up?
Yeah, we can wrap up.
Let's dance.
Yeah, let's get our music on.
Mark, you got it ready?
While the music's going, let me just say, once again, we are the Level Up Show. This was episode 10. We'll be on next week at 10, right after The Walking Dead.
Add us. Add us everywhere.
Yeah, please add us on all these different things here. Especially Twitch. Hard us on Twitch. Add me and Mike on PSN. We'll talk to you about gaming. We'll play with you.
TiVo.
So please look for us next week at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after The Walking Dead.
Danny, you want to dance?
Wow, this is so corny.
All right. 3 frames.